You're gonna look back and remember this very moment.
Oh, I am.
You're gonna be like, remember when I didn't have anything? Started from the bottom?
Yeah.
Legitimately.
Seriously though.
Okay, so we are in Eli's studio today.
What's up, what's up?
Which is actually in the basement of his old hair studio. So I contacted Eli. Eli is a very good friend of mine. But I told him that I wanted to get some more beauty shots of me laughing. I do things so seriously and I always have kind of the same look on my face. And so I'm trying to change it up and have some more diversity in my photos. And so I showed Eli a couple pictures of some really beautiful beauty headshots, product headshots, something that you would see like in an advertisement with like a bottle of shampoo or a makeup product. And so a lot of those photos are very soft lighting with really no shadows, just beautiful beauty product shots. And so Eli actually told me that one of his main lights is broken. And so we got to his studio, and this is his setup. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you did today to achieve kind of this beauty shot?
Yeah, so as you said, my key light is going through a little something right now. So I'm actually using the light that I use as like a backup light, but it's just as good. So the only difference is I don't have a modifier for it except for a beauty dish. Which sounds like it would be perfect for what we're doing, except it tends to be a little hard. So we set up a couple of diffusers here. So we're going to be shooting the light through those to soften and spread it. And then we're going to bounce it off of these cards over here so that we could fill in those shadows. And I brought it pretty close so I could really fill those shadows in, creating a nice commercial soft beauty light. So yeah, we're just using the one light, just one good old light and some stuff.
And some stuff. He actually found some of these boards and extra stands kind of in the corner, kind of hidden, and he just made do with what he had. So you don't really need to have the most expensive photo gear. You don't need to have all these photo equipment that costs an arm and a leg. He literally used boards from, if you can see behind here, that used to be on the wall hanging upstairs in the hair salon.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can just find things that are around you. If you have a white sheet, you can always just hang that, and that also bounces light off. I'm actually going to show you how to do some commercial posing.
Boom.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so since I'm in a studio today and I don't have a hairstylist or makeup artist, I am gonna just quickly run through what I bring to set with me to make sure that I'm prepared. So I always bring a thing of lotion just to make sure that my skin is smooth and soft looking and kind of glowy, dewy skin and not ashy. It's important to not be ashy in photographs. I always bring hairspray, a comb, and shine and hair oil because when you're shooting really close, your hair, you see everything. You see all these frizzes and you see these flyaways, and it's really challenging to edit. So it's really important to have this on you to make sure that you can spray spray and kind of smooth out when needed. I also always bring my bottle of water everywhere I go, make sure that you stay hydrated. Lastly, you guys know that I'm not huge on makeup. And again, today, like I went with a little lighter makeup just because they're headshots and they're beauty shots. I didn't want to have anything over the top or anything that's too distracting from the photograph. Headshots are really important to kind of just have minimal everything. So like no earrings, I'm gonna take my jewelry off. But anyways, so it is important also to have options for lip color. I have everything from like a red to like a bright pink to like a softer pink. Just to have options to kind of change up your look as you go, it's really important. And I always bring lip balm. I can literally not leave the house without this. So yeah, I think those are just a few things that you might want to bring along next time you have a photo shoot. Like a nice.
Well, the problem is that it blows your baby hairs.
Oh, like these guys?
Yeah.
Little baby hairs.
Going.
You see my eyes?
Yes. Yeah.
Quick set change.
Light test.
learned a lot as always, and took some notes on how to pose, what to do with your hands. I know people have a lot of questions about where do you put your hands when you have a photo shoot, and also facial expressions. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments, please drop them below. And until next time, peace.
Check your frame.
Sometimes we say things that we really don't mean. We do things in between the lines. We should do more to stand out. I'm sorry if I made you feel less than you are. You gonna love
Alright guys, so that wraps up my commercial headshot. Alright guys, so that wraps up my posing for commercial headshots and Okay guys, so that wraps up my shoot, my commercial headshot and commercial advertisement shot with Eli. That was so good.
Yeah, we gotta do it again.
Alright guys, so that wraps up my shoot with Eli, where, oh shoot. Alright guys, so distracted over there. Alright y'all, so that wraps.
What? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to stretch.
Alright y'all, so that wraps up my commercial headshot.